read things that you never knew before. Things that you thought you understood. But our research team has discovered and uncovered what has been hidden in books that you would never read. But we have read it.
Yes, we have. Come on, Minister.
And now the scholarship is available. Last night, I sent this book and another one that's printed called Negroes at Auction. I sent it to Mr. Abraham Foxman of B'nai B'rith, to all the leaders of the major Jewish organizations. I sent it to President Obama, to Rahm Emanuel, to David Axelrod, to Timothy Geithner, to Larry Summers, to Ben Bernanke, to all the people that should know what was done to us and can no longer hide. That's why Jesus said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. What truth shall you know? If you are not yet free, and you are not, then you do not yet know the truth that Jesus was talking about that would free you from your open enemy. Awaken you, cleanse you, and reconnect you to the God who has come for your and my salvation. I'll get into more of this during the lecture, but it's too much. You'll have to get the book yourself. Now, after I'm sending it, of course, to all these talking heads, Hannity and Combs and Glenn Beck and Larry King, everybody that talks. Sending it to Negroes. We're sending it to black college presidents. And then we can talk. Don't call me to come on no radio or television show until you have read the book. And then if you can defend this, we know who you are.
Yes, sir.
You are Satan. And I'm exposing you. Because there is no hiding place today. The truth will be made so plain that even a fool will not find place to error. This is the day. This is the time. And I am the man to bring it about. So, all you scared to death Negroes, just sit down. Don't you come out to defend our enemy. You sit down and you shut up and tell your master to come on out and deal with this. in the book of Genesis. Genesis and the first 5 books of Moses, called the Pentateuch,
Yes, sir.
begins with in the beginning. What beginning? When was that? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep.
Yes, sir.
Interesting that God would reveal to Moses the beginning, because Moses was 4,000 years ago, 2,000 years after the beginning. Because the beginning, according to the book, is 4,000 BC.
That's right.
Moses came 2,000 BC, so there were 2,000 years that he had to get up to speed on. I thank Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And soon every one of you will join me in thanking God for that man. It's talking about the relationship between heaven and earth. I'm just going to be brief at these points. Earth cannot function without heaven. There has to be a relationship between earth and heaven in order for life to come up out of the earth, because without the heavens, nothing can come forth from the earth. The earth was without form and void. Something needed to be brought out that was without form and given form. So the Bible teaches us that Adam was made from the dust of the earth. But who was on the planet before Adam? Because certainly the beginning of humanity is not 6,000 years. Now you scholars, go look up the pre-Adamites. The pre-Adamites are the aboriginal people of our planet. The darker people. The original people. So the birth of Adam is the beginning of a new people that were existing in another kind of form, but without form. And through a process were brought out of the original man. Let us make man in our image and after our likeness. They are not original man, they are mankind. A kind of a man from the original. And let us give them dominion, power, sea, and every creeping thing that crawls upon the earth. This is why it's very difficult for white people to submit to black leadership. Because they were given dominion. And even though they act like they're submissive,
Yes, sir.
you have to be careful. Because they're always looking for a way to undermine any black man that rises in authority. I'll get to President Obama in a short while. Now, in this book of Genesis, we get lots of pictures of God and his promise. Look at how this happens. In the 15th chapter of Genesis, God is talking to Abram. And he says to Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and shall afflict them 400 years. But after that time, God is speaking, I will come. And I will judge that nation which they shall serve, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance and go to their fathers in peace and be buried in a good old age. Now the Jewish people claim that this is talking about them.
What's it up?
But other than the Bible, there is no historical record of anybody named Jews in bondage in Egypt for 400 years. I remember when Menachem Begin was talking with Anwar Sadat of Egypt, and he talked about how his people were in Egypt and had built the pyramids. And I know, I didn't say Cronkite. I know who I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you for trying to help me. But in that instant, I didn't need it, but stay around. I might need it a little later on.
Go ahead, dear minister.
I never mentioned who was doing the interview because it's irrelevant. The fact is that Anwar Sadat said to Menachem Begin, we have no history of nothing like that in our history. That was a hint that Begin was trying to put something over on Sadat because there was a peace agreement. And you always have to think now that when you have peaceful relations, you have to keep your eyes open for the king that may be put over on you by a smart, crooked deceiver.